Good morning, y'all. Whew. It has been quite a morning. So today is the day that the older girls have their babysitting job, which I'll give a little more context to that. I talked about it in a previous video and I had a lot of questions about it. But it's across town. Traffic this morning was like horrendous. And I'm a homeschool mom. Like, I don't see morning traffic very often. Oh, next week I'm going to try to leave like 10 minutes earlier to try to avoid that part of traffic. You know what I mean? I did get them here on time by like right on the minute. I mean, I let them know that there was also an accident too. So that obviously caused more traffic. Anyway, so to give a little more context, so the older girl, so it's just two of them. It's not our oldest daughter, Taylor, who drives, because I had some questions like that. Well, doesn't your older kids drive? So Taylor has a car and she drives. Addison does not have a car yet. Oh, anyways, but this is a good opportunity for them to make some extra money, which is, important when you're 17 and 16. Like, they need to, start doing these things. It is across town, but it's just a good opportunity for them. I was going to say something else about it. Oh, it's only for 6 weeks. So next week is actually the last week. So this isn't like a long-term thing. And when we were considering it, so they've actually done babysitting here a few times before. It was during the time that Nathan was home from work still on short-term disability. So he could help with, the transportation of them. And Taylor could as well, because her school isn't too far from here. So she was like, Mom, I can drop them off, just I would need to pick them up. I was like, okay, sounds good. So she did that for a couple weeks too. So I'm only doing this last part. We did not account for Taylor's classes changing for her fall semester. And she has an earlier class than what she did before. So if she did bring them here, she would have to bring them like an hour early. And I just didn't want Taylor to have to worry about that, getting up even earlier and the girls to have to sit here for an hour. So anyways, it's fine. Next week's the last week. It's just some of the things that we have to do as our kids are getting older, and it does add, obviously time and stuff on my plate, but it's perfectly fine. Just one of those things that you got to do, right? So I'm out this morning and I actually don't have anybody with me. It worked out today to where Nathan's actually home with the kids. So I have about 2 hours to kill. And I think what I'm going to do, because I could do grocery shopping, but let's do something fun, okay? So I think I'm going to hit up a thrift store is what I'm saying. So, yeah. And actually Jackson has an opportunity for a job tomorrow, and that will be a part-time thing here and there as well. But as the kids get older, they want to start making money. And especially the older girls want to start saving towards, the expenses that are coming up, vehicles and all of that. So, okay, that's enough morning rambling with me. I want to go find a thrift store. All right, I'm at the big thrift store. I actually didn't really want to come to this one. It's gotten pretty pricey. But it's close by, so I don't know. Regardless, it'll still be fun to browse. Okay, I didn't get anything. Kind of more browse. Payton asked me to get her something too, so cutting in on my browsing time. I contemplated getting this. There was a lot of false scrap, a lot. I contemplated getting the bigger bowl. It's a little more than what I would want to pay. It's pretty. It matches the set that I have, but I walked away without it. One, I kind of feel like false scrap is everywhere now, like almost every thrift store I go to. Which that doesn't make me not want it. I'm just wondering if I can get a better deal later if I'm patient. I really like getting good deals. So it's like I don't necessarily need it. So I do need bigger bowls, but I've been kind of eyeballing the Pioneer Woman set at Walmart because it has the lids. It's just more like practical for like when we take stuff to Home Fellowship or other, you know, like we're always taking food places. So I like that those have the lids. So anyways, that's my thought process on it. I'm gonna run up the road and go get food for Addie and Payton. So I will have something for them whenever I pick them up. Like, oh my goodness. All right, got the girls' food.
Arrived.
Oh, there we go. And still have a little bit of time. So we're gonna walk into this Goodwill. Okay, I didn't grab a buggy because I didn't think I'd find anything. And of course I found something. That's how it goes, right? Okay, so I'll show you all that stuff later. But look at this little table. I don't think that there's enough room by the couch. But, I don't know. I like that. And it's $7.99. Okay, so it's a little bit later. Back home, I had a change too. Because I was wearing a long sleeve shirt, y'all. And it was too hot for that. Like, we're at that point, which it really wasn't cold this morning. Just, I was cold. Anyways, I had to change because it was way too hot. So, I was able to run into that Goodwill. I'm so glad that I did because I found some fun things that I wanted to share with you guys. So, I did not get that table. I really wanted it. That's exactly the little table that I was wanting for like this side of the couch, but there really just isn't enough room. I like having a table where I sit so that, you know, if I have a cup of coffee, I can sit down, or whenever I'm reading or something. It's just one of the things that I like. I would prefer to have this corner piece in the sectional gone, and then the couch could like scoot down, then I could have end tables on both sides. That is just my preference. However, we have 13 people in this family, so we need all the seats that we can get. So I think I'm just gonna give up on the idea of having a little table. I can sit someplace else, and I do. I sit over there where there's a table because I like to sit where there's a table. Okay, anyways, rant over. It's perfectly fine. You know, eventually we might do something different and it'll work. So for now, I let go of the little table. Okay, so showing you my finds that I did get at Goodwill. I saw this picture and I just thought it was so cute. I'm gonna show it up closer for y'all. Isn't that pretty? It is so pretty. I'm so glad that I bought this. So it's actually, I don't know if that's oil painting. Like, it looks like it's actually a painting, like not a print. So this was $3.99. I am kind of, I don't want to say I'm struggling with finding my style. I just like a lot of things, okay? I am wanting more of like a vintage, collected, layered, thrifted look. But then I also like other things too. Like my door. I really like my door. Don't know that it necessarily goes. Anyways, doesn't matter. I bought this because I liked it. So I'm going to hang it underneath the shelf that I have in the kitchen. Way over there. I think that would look pretty. If not, I'll find another spot. But anyways, I got that because I really liked it. I thought it was pretty. It just kind of made me happy. Okay. Now, this is funny. I have been wanting, y'all just go on the Jessica Ramble wagon, okay? I know what I want to do on a wall. Kind of, it's technically like the hall leading to the laundry room. I wanted to make a peg hook racks that I can hang aprons or something cute, whatnot, okay? And I was gonna make one. And I literally just put the pegs to make this rack in my Amazon cart. I was gonna order them. I was like, you know what, let me just wait on ordering supplies because we've got other things that we are in the process of making and wanting to do. And I was like, let's finish those projects and then I could start a shelf for that area. What's funny is going into Goodwill, I literally had the thought, I wonder if I'm gonna find a peg shelf. That would be so cool if I found a peg shelf. And I did, so I was super excited. So I found this shelf. Okay, this is not technically what I was gonna make. I was gonna make more of a flat one with a little shelf on top, and then I was gonna do 3 or 4 pegs. But this was $4.99. That's literally the pegs that I was going to order was like $8 on Amazon. So this is cheaper than what, you know, I was going to purchase. And I still think this will look good. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to paint this. I'm not crazy about this back here, the welcome. But I'm wondering if I can get that off or make something to cover it up. So that's going to go on a wall in the laundry room, and then I can hang aprons and then some fun like vintagey decor. So with that said, I saw this cup. So this says genuine copper on it, made in India. This was just sitting on a shelf in Goodwill, just kind of hanging out. Like, I was like, oh, that's pretty. And then I thought, that really doesn't go with what my look. Like, I don't have anything copper. I love copper. I think it's beautiful whenever I see it, you know, on Pinterest or Instagram or other places. I think it's absolutely beautiful, but I have none. I do now. Anyway, so this was $1.99. It actually didn't have a price tag on it, so I was curious what they were going to say at checkout. And some Goodwills are actually funny. If it doesn't have a price tag on it, they won't sell it to you, because then they'll go and price it accordingly and put it back out. Excuse me. So I was happy that she did. She was like, I don't know, what do you think, $1.99? I was like, sold. So I don't know if this is what I'll do or not, but I was like, that would be pretty. Okay. Or I could obviously put it on the shelf. So there you go. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was pretty. So I got it. So I spent a total of like $16 at Goodwill for everything. And I thought that that was a pretty good deal. I also saw this plant. Kind of wiggles. I just thought it was cute. So this was $3.99. I went back and forth about getting this because I've been trying to do more like real plants on my shelves here in, I almost said the laundry room, in the living room. But one of them is looking very, very sad. This is funny. I don't have a whole lot of luck with interior plants. For whatever reason. I don't know. My mom gives me a hard time about it. She's like, why do you not have inside plants? I'm like, because they die. Like, I don't know. Anyways, but regardless, I was like, you know what? I'll find a spot for it. So I thought on the shelf, or I'll find another spot for it. Because I just thought that was a good price for some greenery. Anyways, that's what I got. It made me happy. I'm really excited about this picture and that shelf. I thought it would be super cute, even if I put this. There's so many options with this shelf, isn't there? Like, that's pretty, right? I just have to cover up the welcome. I don't really like that, but okay. Anyways, those are my finds. The other thrift store, like, they used to be the place to go to get a good deal, and they are not anymore. It's like gotten outrageous, but. All right, I am slowly clearing out the garden. I want to get to the hay bales, and I'm just going to pile it up and just let it like compost down and just use it in the other raised beds. Anyways, I think it's time that I can pick the loofahs. They still need to dry out, I think, but I'm going to go ahead and pick those. I'm so excited to pick these. I am going to lay them out in the house to dry a bit more, and then I'm going to use them to make Christmas gifts. All right, look at that. I didn't even count yet. I'm totally wearing Jackson's boots. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I will not need loofah seeds probably for the rest of my life. I am leaving this one though, because it is moldy. So, well, okay. I was thinking maybe it's no good, but I wonder if I actually cut it open now. I don't know. I'm going to check it out. Look at all those seeds. So first off, I thought loofah seeds were black. Look, this is just from one loofah. So
there's more.
Yeah. You crack open the bottom and all the seeds just kind of pour out. Okay.
Take some of that.
You're going to plant loofah?
Yep.
So we can just set them in there if you want, Reagan. So I wanted to show y'all what it looks like. So this one definitely is moldy in the bottom. Like, this sponge is not going to be any good.
You can tell when it's moldy because it's white on the outside.
Yeah. The others should dry fine, but this is what it looks like on the inside. So you just, whenever it's all dried out, you peel off the casing, and then you slice open the sponge itself and then let that dry some, and then that's what you can use. Yeah, isn't that cool? You want to hold it? This one isn't usable because it's moldy, but these are. gonna have loofahs everywhere. Okay, so Reagan peeled one of the good ones. Look at that.
Oh, and it looks like it veins when you look at
It does. Yep.
Whoa.
Very cool. Jackson is trying out the pumpkin trick to see if the chickens go for it. This is the life. Miley's making some muffins and I'm directing. Doing some independence work over here. You're doing good, babe. Okay, so is the butter all melted? Okay, once it's all melted, you're gonna put it in the mixer. All right, carry it over to the mixer. The sugar, yeah, that goes in the mixer, yeah. You're gonna cream the sugar and butter together once the butter's all melted. Yep. All right, so melted butter in with the sugar, and then you cream it, which means you turn on the mixer until it's mixed together. Yep. It's dinner time now. Not sure what is going on with my hair. So Miley made those muffins. What is going on, y'all? Oh, Miley made those muffins and they turned out so good. I'm proud of her. She did it from start to finish, like putting them in the oven, taking them out. But I have absolutely nothing to show. Y'all because they're gone. So we did a quadruple batch, which is 96 muffins, but everybody ate them all. So they were mini muffins as well. And we actually had some friends over too, so it's really not that bad, but it's just funny because I went and I was actually gonna set some aside for Nathan and they were gone. And he was like, every time that y'all make those, they are just gone. So anyways, they're very good. It's a very good recipe. It's actually a Pampered Chef muffin recipe. Okay, so moving on to dinner. I am making like sheet pan nachos. We had tacos last night, so I'm just using up the leftovers. I've already put it under the broil, and I'm glad that I checked it before the timer because if I didn't, it would have been burnt. It was getting a little bit toasty, so I got that out. So just, I just put chips down and the taco meat and the beans, shredded cheese, and then on the plates, I'm gonna add the queso sauce. You ready? Yep, the kids are hungry. It's dinner time. Dishes and nachos. You can never go wrong with nachos. Seriously, so good. I should mention, my older kids are not here. They are off. So they're not eating dinner here tonight. So I only have 6 kids here for dinner tonight. And I have other leftovers as well. I have more chips and more taco stuff, so I can make more nachos if I need to. Wasn't sure what time Nathan was coming home from work, so I just figured I could heat up what he needed once he's on his way home from work. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we will see y'all in the next video.